Welcome back to On the Go Ketos. We are approaching Thanksgiving. That's tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And we decided that instead of being too tempted by all those non-keto options that we have at dinner, we're going to make a few dishes ourselves that are going to be keto friendly. And the first thing, one thing I love is pumpkin pie. And with all these sugar alcohols that are available, it's easy to make a nice sweet dessert and not have to take all the sugar carbs. So we found this recipe online we're going to try, and first we have to make the crust. It's got to be baked, but the cheesecake itself is a no bake. So we've got about a cup and a half of some ground nuts. You can pick what you like. We did about half pecans and half almonds, and about a teaspoon of vanilla. What did I say? Okay, Robin just informed me that I was wrong. It's not almonds. About 3/4 cup of pecans and 3/4 cup of walnuts. I'll get it right eventually. Alright. About a teaspoon of vanilla. We've got a teaspoon of cinnamon. We have a 1/4 cup of sweetener, which we like the granulated monk fruit. This recipe called for a tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. Not sure how that's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. And 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Finally, we have 6 tablespoons of softened butter. I melted this in the microwave, so it's more liquid than softened. And this is going to make your pie crust. This is the only part you have to bake. The rest of the cheesecake is a no bake. I have the oven preheated already at 350. Give this a good mix. And then I'm going to press it into this cake tin, about a 9-inch cake tin. And these ground nuts are toasted. I put them in a frying pan with a tablespoon or so of butter just to give them a good toast. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. This is going in the oven. I need to check my recipe. I don't remember how long. 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll go about 12 and check it. And then we'll be back for the filling. Alright, we are back to part 2. We have baked our crust. It's nice and brown. Now we've got to mix our filling ingredients. We'll start with some softened cream cheese, about 8 ounces, 7 to 8 ounces, one package typically. We have about a teaspoon of, I'm not sure, is it a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon?
You can cut it.
Calls for half a teaspoon of cinnamon in this recipe. We bought this pumpkin pie spice, which blends, cinnamon, I think sage, This is your great value Walmart stuff, but cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ginger, and cloves. So it kind of covers everything. Anyway, so we decided to use that instead of just cinnamon. We have a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We have a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. And if you're doing a keto diet, you're going to have heavy cream in your fridge most of the time. We have a 1.5 cups of pureed pumpkin, no sweetener added. And a 1/4 cup of powdered swerve. You can find, there's probably other brands out there, but it's just a powdered erythritol type sweetener. No sugar. And you got to blend this all up. I'm going to stir it first, but then I'm going to get my little hand mixer to make it nice and make sure it's nicely incorporated. This thing's awesome. I bought this years ago and I'm surprised I use it as much as now we have a nice blended mixture. We're just gonna pour this on top of our crust and refrigerate. It says at least an hour. We have a day before Thanksgiving, so we'll be all right. Spread this around nice and even. Throw it in the fridge. There you have it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy. It's set for about an hour, and here is the final product. Looks good.